Ferrari is a brand associated with performance, luxury and prestige, and a Ferrari is seen as a success symbol due to its opulence and status in the automotive industry. When you pick up your new Ferrari, you'd expect to be able to do virtually anything you want to customize the look of your high-end product, but that may not be as true as you think. In this video we're asking the question, does Ferrari really suit its customers, and why would they want to do this? Before we begin, it's important to acknowledge where the inspiration for this video came from. Earlier this week, YouTuber Whistlin dropped a video titled "I bought a 400,000 Ferrari just to destroy it." Throughout the video, the YouTuber speaks to the likelihood of being sued by Ferrari for misusing the car. And with the video gaining 3 million views in just 2 days, there will be a lot of people out there wondering, does Ferrari really sue its customers for misusing their vehicles? Well, there's actually some truth to this, and there are many prominent cases of the brand taking legal action against its customers. One instance of Ferrari taking this illegal action came to light in 2017, when news broke that the company had filed a lawsuit against a German businessman who had modified his 458 to look like the Ferrari LaFerrari. According to the brand, the modifications were a violation of its intellectual property rights, and the company was seeking damages for the trademark infringement. Quite surprising, right? But don't worry, because that is not it. Since then, there have been several other cases where Ferrari has taken legal action against its own customers, including suing rappers, DJs and even billionaires for misusing their cars. Understandably though, this is a contentious issue. First of all, there is a case to be made that the customer should be able to do whatever they want with their hard-earned product to begin with. But deeper than that, the question is, what classifies to misuse? For instance, whilst Whistlin use of a Ferrari may be seen as inappropriate by many, Ferrari has a much stricter view of what won't wash. One notable example of this is when the fashion designer Philip Plain was sued by the brand for photographing a pair of his shoes on top of the car, and then uploading the image to Instagram. Now the reason that Ferrari gave for this lawsuit is that the designer could potentially intend to use the brand's name to add value to his product. Arguably a loose link, but there you go. But what about all of the other lawsuits? Why is Ferrari taking legal action against so many of its customers? The answer is quite simple. The company is fiercely protective of its brand image and intellectual rights. Ferrari has spent decades building up its reputation as a manufacturer of high-end luxury performance goods, and it is determined to maintain that reputation by ensuring that its products are not misrepresented or counterfeited in any way. However, the decision to sue customers has not been without controversy. Some have criticised the brand for being overly aggressive in its approach, arguing that the lawsuits are unnecessary and heavy-handed. Others have pointed out that the legal action could damage the company's reputation, particularly amongst its most loyal customers. Despite the criticism, however, Ferrari continues to pursue legal action against people who it believes have infringed on their intellectual property rights. The company has made it very clear that it will not tolerate any unauthorized modifications or use of its trademarks, and that it will take all of the necessary steps to protect its brand and products. So whilst the issue of Ferrari suing its customers may be controversial, it's ultimately a reflection of the company's commitment to maintaining its brand image and reputation. Whether or not the lawsuits are justified is a matter for debate, but one thing is clear. Ferrari will not hesitate to take legal action against users of its property and intellectual rights. So what do you think to Ferrari's approach here? Is it justified, and what do you think will happen to YouTuber Whistlin Will he be the next victim of Ferrari's lawsuits? And what do you think this all means? And how does this change your perception of the brand? Personally, I do understand where Ferrari is coming from here, but it is also a tricky issue, as with countless brands, customers do enjoy modifying and also improving their cars, so for Ferrari to say this is ultimately banned is a bit of a tricky subject. Regardless, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you back on our next one, but this is it for now.